If you didn't know, Monkees lead singer Davy Jones is dead at 66. Jim Fussili joins us now from New York, where he joins us on the Skype. Jim, a big name in pop, a big name in pop. Tell us about this.
Yeah, Davy Jones, member of the Monkees, probably the most, certainly the most telegenic, a very friendly singer. Those of us who grew up in that era, he was beloved, and it's kind of a shock to hear that he's died at what nowadays is a young age of 66.
He looks very young there in that photo. If you see it, he looks about 15 years old.
Yeah, well, he always looked young, didn't he?
Tell us about his role as a songwriter and as a performer. I think a number of the songs the Monkees did not write themselves. Where did he fit where does he fit in the pantheon of songwriter and performer, Jim?
Well, I think the thing that brought to the Monkees was a personality and a profession. He had been an entertainer. He had been on the Broadway stage, the London stage. A piece of trivia: he was actually on the Ed Sullivan Show the night the Beatles first appeared on the program. He was in the cast of Oliver. So I mean, he was a young seasoned veteran when he came to the Monkees, and he was very personable. And if anybody was trying to make a comparison to the Beatles, he was the cute one. You know, he was the McCartney doppelganger. As a musician, you know, the Monkees have two histories. They have their role as actors in the TV show in which they played the Monkees and they used their own names, but they were also a band and they were not unsuccessful. I mean, they made albums, they played all the instruments. Other musicians really liked them. So they have sort of a two-pronged legacy.
So you say a two-pronged legacy, but in terms of musicianship, were they respected? You said they were liked by the musicians. Were they respected for their musical creativity in the same way that, say, the Rolling Stones or the Beatles were?
Well, Mike Nesmith was a really good guitar player, and Peter Tork was a really good guitar player, and people in L.A. knew that. You know, they were part of the L.A. music scene, and people knew that they could really play. And nobody, you know how it is with musicians. You try to make a living, you try to make a statement. Nobody resented them for being in the Monkees and being famous. You know, but I'm all but certain that Mike Nesmith and Peter Tork could have made a living as musicians and been in any number of bands had they chosen to go that way.